Good Monday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a peek outside our weather window from this afternoon and this beautiful shot from our Sky-Fi tower camera up on Bear Mountain looking down at Lake Chelan, and can see some low-hanging clouds, and yeah, we did see plenty of clouds today. Just a skiff of snow still around the Chelan area as well, and we might not be done with the snow yet. In fact, a lot of the Cascade Mountain passes could see some snow, not so much here in the lowlands, but remember that color in orange and in gold, that means plenty of snow. We could see 8 to 12 inches of snow in some of the passes on your screen there as we talk once again tomorrow. So we'll keep that and follow that as the night wears on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A fire late Saturday night caused extensive damage to the Moses Lake liquor store on North Stratford Road. Video from Moses Lake firefighters shows crews responding to a motorhome fire on East Broadway Avenue this morning. Crews spent about 4 hours Saturday afternoon rescuing an injured hiker on the Ancient Lakes Trail outside Quincy after she fell down an embankment. And the two men accused of stealing a pickup in East Wenatchee have now been formally charged. But first, we begin tonight. The body of an unidentified person was found inside a Twisp home that was completely destroyed by fire Saturday night. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Okanagan County Fire District 6 responded to the structure fire about 9:30 p.m. to find the home fully engulfed. Firefighters were able to stop the fire from spreading to the garage, but the home was a total loss. The fire and death are being investigated by the Twisp Police Department with a fire investigator from the Okanagan County Sheriff's Office on the scene this morning to assist. Well, a fire late Saturday night caused extensive damage to the Moses Lake liquor store on North Stratford Road. Moses Lake firefighters arrived at the store around 11 p.m. to find smoke billowing from the structure and flames shooting out the rear of the building. Firefighters were able to quickly contain and extinguish the fire, but not before it had done extensive damage. There were no injuries. Crews spent more than 4 hours at the scene, and the cause of the fire remains under investigation. Well, video from Moses Lake firefighters show crews responding to a motorhome fire on East Broadway Avenue this morning. The fire was quickly suppressed and was stopped from spreading to adjacent buildings.
Moses Lake Fire Department, third alarm, Delta vehicle fire, 3720 East Broadway Avenue, Moses Lake, 0733.
Luckily, there were no injuries, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Well, crews spent about 4 hours Saturday afternoon rescuing an injured hiker on the Ancient Lakes Trail outside Quincy after she fell down an embankment. Rescue crews from several agencies had to battle slippery, steep terrain before they were able to get the woman back to the trailhead. Grant County Fire District 3 Interim Chief Tony Liebelt said the woman had to be lowered to the bottom of the plunge pool and then back up the other side, where a side-by-side vehicle was used to transport her about 2.5 miles to a waiting ambulance. The identity of the woman and her condition were not available this morning. Liebelt described her injuries as significant but not life-threatening. Grant County Fire District 5, the Moses Lake Fire Department, and Royal Slope Fire Rescue assisted in that rescue effort. Well, East Wenatchee police say two suspects made it as far as Ritzville in a stolen pickup truck before it broke down. 19-year-old Alexis McElhaney is charged with first-degree theft and possession of a stolen vehicle, while 21-year-old Cole Schuyler Rapp of Spokane faces charges of vehicular prowling and stolen property possession. The truck was stolen from an East Wenatchee residence in October and then found disabled on Highway 90 near Ritzville. State troopers picked up both Rapp and McElhaney nearby. Rapp is charged in several vehicle prowls in the East Wenatchee area, and he and McElhaney are believed to have traveled together in that stolen truck. Coming up next, more than 1,500 people received COVID vaccinations at Town Toyota Center last week. More with Senator Brad Hawkins and his plan to vaccinate school teachers. And for the first time, the Wenatchee Jazz Festival will go virtual in 2021. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Low prices. Every aisle. Every department. Every day. We're working to save you money. Winco.
Now in Wenatchee at 1340 North Wenatchee Avenue.
Mary Maids of Wenatchee has been professionally cleaning and sanitizing homes and businesses in North Central Washington since 1998. Mary Maids uses commercial-grade cleaners and viricides. Mary Maids has implemented additional safety and sanitation protocols. They are strictly following CDC guidelines for the safety of their clients and employees. For expert help with cleaning and sanitizing your home or business, call or look up Mary Maids of Wenatchee to schedule your free estimate today.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Winter is a great time to trade in your current hot tub. Turn your old hot tub into money with Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa's trade-in program. You can save $500 to $1,000 off of any new artesian spa or take advantage of a free Bluetooth music experience. Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa recommends draining your hot tub every 3 months. Ask us about our drain and refill special. Stop on by Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa today.
Welcome back. In another news, the state-run mass vaccination site at Town Toyota Center served up to 1,550 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine last week. The site opened Tuesday and ran for 4 days. This week, it's running daily, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a target of at least 700 shots each day. Altogether, the 4 large-scale sites operating in Washington gave out almost 11,000 total doses last week. All vaccinations are by appointment only. If you're 65 or older or 50 and older and living with multiple generations of family, go to prepmod.doh.wa.gov or call one of the numbers that were up on your screen. State Senator Brad Hawkins is the top Republican on the Senate Education Committee. He's praising decisions by the state to vaccinate K-12 teachers and school workers in the next phase of COVID-19 inoculations. State School Superintendent Chris Reichdahl announced last week his office is working with health firm Kaiser Permanente to get vaccine mechanisms in place for when educators become eligible.
Thankful that the governor actually changed course to acknowledge that all school employees, regardless of age, would be eligible to get vaccinated in the next phase. Now, we just need to be efficient with our vaccinations so we can get to the next phase. Superintendent Reichdahl is a smart guy and he's doing the right thing, but I believe the governor should just allocate vaccines to regions proportional to population and allow local health providers to coordinate distribution so that our school employees could get vaccinated.
Phase 1, Tier 2 of the state vaccination plan includes school employees. That phase is expected to open this spring. And before we go to break, the 21st annual Wenatchee Jazz Workshop takes an online form this year. Since 2001, the educational conference has helped Young Valley jazz students learn from and even perform with some seasoned professional musicians. This year, the workshop can't be hands-on due to coronavirus, but 7 pro players will provide virtual instruction to jazz band students from 5 schools in an online Zoom session Monday and Tuesday. Workshop organizers say they hope to get back to in-person instruction and live concerts in 2022, and boy, don't we all. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Take on the new year in a new Ford from Pat Armstrong Ford. From premium grade muscle to unparalleled performance. Take on any payload. The all-new 2021 Ford F-150 at Pat Armstrong Ford. Take on any adventure. Take on every thrill. The all-new 2021 Bronco Sport and 2021 Mustang Mach-E. Built to take on every resolution at Pat Armstrong Ford. We are community strong in East Wenatchee.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, the city of Wenatchee acquired a portion of the former federal building in 2017, and since then, it's struggled with how to remodel the exterior and its office space. They had $8 million to work with, but bids came in at more than $11 million. The financial picture is rosier now, and Mayor Frank Kuntz wants to move forward with the renovation, while some city council members say the timing is wrong.
And so in the last 6 months, quite a few things have sort of changed. Our budget got a little bit better. We did sell a water right to Lineage for $1 million that will close in the next week or so. So as we looked at our financial situation and we looked at sort of what the bidding climate would be, I think the consensus from those that were on the call, which was all of your executive staff and myself, was we should go to bid again. It's time to go out and see what the bidding climate looks like.
Last year, when we received the bids, we were not sure what our finances were going to look like for 2020. We figured the general fund was going to lose $1.5 million, and there would be no way that the overages in the bid estimates that we wouldn't be able to swing that. And I don't think anybody anticipated the fact that our financial year would actually pan out fairly well. We had a couple, as the mayor said, we've got another $1 million from regional water that should be coming in for the water rights. We did receive some CARES funds that helped shore up some of our deficits that we had. Our sales tax back in beginning of summer, we expected our sales tax numbers to be down $1.5 million and would basically put our general fund at $1.5 million loss last year. However, as of our last sales tax report, we're basically right on track with what we received in 2019. So 2020, once we get the last couple months, I imagine we'll at least have received what we got in 2019.
I disagree. I don't think this is the right time. We may be camping out, but we're doing a whole lot better camping out than a lot of our businesses in town are doing. I think this is totally the wrong message that we're going to go build a nice city hall while you guys scrape to get by. I am totally opposed to going out to bid.
I don't know that it's ever going to get better or it's any going to get more expensive or get less expensive. So the issue then gets to, then we just don't do it at all and we go spend $9 million on a road project because we got to go spend the money. Or you do the commitment that you made, 3 or 4 years ago when we went down this path, and you say, we're just going to stick with that commitment. It's going to work long-term. It's what we told the people we were doing when we went to the bond market, and you execute that the best you can. And I think this is as good a time as any. It's not going to get cheaper.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you all had a great final weekend of January. Can you believe that tomorrow, Groundhog Day? And boy, by the way the weather felt today and the way the weather is going to feel in your forecast, it's going to feel like spring already, so it doesn't matter what that groundhog does tomorrow. Here's our weather shot from today outside our weather window this afternoon. And this is our Bear Mountain Ranch camera, and that's up around the Lake Chelan area. You can see the beautiful lake. Still a skiff of snow in some places, but boy, that rain and the warm temperatures over the weekend really knocked our snow total down. So far, some of you have asked, around 6.8 inches of snow officially at Pangbourne Airport so far this year. We'll start getting that up on our almanac. But high temperature today, 41 unofficially. 38 is where we should be now for our normal high temperature. So our normal is actually creeping up to about 40. Low temperature this morning, 33, way above where we should be for a normal low of 26. Last year, do you remember it? On this day, 57 degrees, our record high. And on the other side of things, 10 below our record low temperature, and that was in 1996. We did pick up a trace of precipitation today, still staying at 1.63 inches for the month of January. And I'll tell you, that's nice because that's over a half inch above where we should be for this time of year. Sunrise 7:26 this morning, sunset a little while ago at 5:03. Tomorrow's weather, I think you're going to like it for Groundhog Day. It just really couldn't be better for February 2nd, that's for sure. Look at some of these temperatures. 48 Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy. We will see 47 in Wenatchee, also down into Ellensburg. 45 for the high in Leavenworth, and 45 as well up Highway 97 to Eniat and into Chelan. So boy, temperatures well above normal as we get into your Tuesday forecast. Let's take a little closer look now at why we're seeing that. Tonight we'll see cloudy skies out there. Still the remnants of all that raininess that we had and cloudiness over the weekend. So we're still going to see about a 30% chance for maybe a late night splash and dash shower. It's not going to be a lot of rain as we get into that overnight. And then for Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. But it is going to be mild. We just showed you that with temperatures between 45 and 50 degrees for all of us in eastern Washington. In fact, the Tri-Cities could see middle 50s for high temperatures tomorrow afternoon. Not a whole lot is going to change as we get into our midweek Wednesday. Mostly sunny, just slightly cooler. We are seeing a northerly flow of air coming in because this area of high pressure continues to move up from the south. And for Thursday, partly cloudy skies. It will be mild. This is still significant. The area of high pressure still dragging air in, but now it's coming in at more of a westerly and southwesterly flow again. So that means warmer temperatures. Mostly sunny as we end our work week on Friday. It's going to be beautiful for the upcoming weekend too. We'll see temperatures Friday at least in the mid 40s, maybe even upper 40s for parts of the Columbia Basin, and more of the same for Saturday. Mostly sunny. It will stay unseasonably mild. High pressure right here still in control of our weather. We're talking temperatures again between 45 and 50 to kick off our weekend. And guess what? Same goes for Super Bowl Sunday as we get into the end of our forecast. Mostly sunny skies on Super Bowl. It's not going to feel much like winter, that's for sure, because we are going to see high temperatures Sunday once again into the mid and upper 40s. Let's take a look now at your 7-day forecast. 33 overnight tonight, 47 tomorrow. It should be great. 41 on Wednesday with sunshine. A few more clouds moving into Thursday, but look what our temperatures do as we get into Friday. Just continue to warm. And by Saturday and Sunday, fantastic weekend. Mostly sunny both days with highs in the mid 40s. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine in style at Highlander Bar and Grill in East Wenatchee. Highlander Grill offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner with dine-in or takeout options. Highlander Grill's friendly staff is here to serve you 7 days a week this winter. Contact Shalane, Highlander Grill's site coordinator, to schedule your corporate event or special occasion.
In a world afraid of technology, one man, one show. We'll bring you the newest innovations that may just change your life. This summer, Ray McNeil, and your Weekly Tech Update is your Weekly Tech Update with Ray McNeil.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Monday to you. Number one, Gonzaga had 6 players in double figures as the Bulldogs routed Pepperdine on Saturday by a final of 97-75. Gonzaga used an 11-0 run in the first half to take a lead it would never relinquish as Drew Timme led the way with 19 points. Andrew Nebhard came off the bench to score 17. Bulldogs remain unbeaten at 17-0 while improving to 8-0 in West Coast Conference play. Isaac Bonton scored 18 of his 25 points in the second half, while Noah Williams added 21 points. Washington State topped Washington 77-62 last night. In the process, the Cougars snapped a 6-game losing streak. Coach Kyle Smith says it was his team's best game so far this year.
It was really hard-fought game tonight. I thought we played really well and just kept our inside attack was really good. I thought Isaac controlled the game, and we really did a good job on the glass. Washington been playing really well, really hard to guard, and put us in some tough spots. But we were able to, sustain that throughout the game and played one of our best games of the year. Our bench, I thought Vova played great and played his role well and did a great job. And I wanted Ryan and DJ. DJ had a moment there. He did well. He's going the glass, but we need a little more stability there, especially on the road. Got to be a little tougher.
WSU improved to 10-7 overall, 3-7 in Pac-12 play with a win. Washington dropped to 3-12 on the season, 2-8 in Pac-12 play. On the women's college basketball Les Schwab scoreboard from the weekend, Stanford jumped out to an early lead Friday. Never looked back as the number 6 Cardinal down Washington State 77-49 the final. WSU's Bella Mercotet led the Cougars with a career-high 17 points, while Ula Matuga had 10. WSU dropped to 6-6 in the Pac-12 with a loss, while Stanford improved to 11-2. Gonzaga women improved to 10-0 in West Coast Conference play Saturday by beating St. Mary's 79-52. Okanagan's Jill Townsend led the Bulldogs with 20 points, while Jen Worth had 14. 18th ranked Dogs are now 15-12 overall on the season. On Sunday, number 6 Stanford held Washington to 9 first quarter points en route to a 74-48 win over the Huskies. Quay Miller was the only UW player in double figures with 14. Washington saw its overall record dip to 4-8, while the Dogs are now 1-8 in Pac-12 play. Coming up this afternoon, in fact, probably is about wrapping up. We'll get the score for you tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Number 1 ranked Louisville Cardinals and Haley Van Lith facing their toughest challenge of the season so far. Coming into the weekend, NC State was ranked 2nd in the country behind Louisville. That was until NC State was upset Saturday by Virginia Tech in overtime. Also, number 3 UConn was upset Saturday, falling to number 19 Arkansas. Cardinals remain the only unbeaten team in the AP Top 25 heading into today. Louisville and NC State. Again, we'll have a score for you tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Well, pitchers and catchers were supposed to report to the Mariners training camp in less than 2 weeks. However, a possible delay of camp and regular season by Major League Baseball could change all of that. Due to rising cases of COVID around the country, especially in Florida and Arizona, where teams prepare for the season, MLB has proposed delaying the start of spring training until March 22nd and the regular season until April 28th. This would also cut the regular season from 162 games to 154. There's probably no one more eager to start training camp than Seattle outfielder Mitch Haniger. Remember that name? He missed all of last season after having back surgeries and one injury after another. Poor guy had such potential. He says he's taken the time away from the game to work on his body and has a new appreciation for the game itself.
Injuries can derail your career, but at the same time, I think you can come back stronger from them if you put in the time and learn your body better and kind of understand, why those things happen. And I think I've had a good handle on things, and I've been excited to get back out there. And last year's been a long one, but I'm really happy with how things are going now. I'm just trying to look forward to the future. I think a lot of rust can be eliminated through training hard and working out in the cage and making your training environment very challenging. And I think that's exactly what I've done all off season, and tried to make my work in the cage a lot more as realistic as it can be. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's funny. It seems like every year I show up to spring training, there's big roster change and a bunch of new guys to meet. So at least I know a good amount this year coming back in, and we're looking forward to, going after and trying to win a World Series. I think that's hopefully is every one of those guys' goal that shows up in our clubhouse.
We'll watch for a union response to a possible delay this week and let you know one way or another. On the Les Schwab NHL scoreboard from Sunday, pretty busy day on the ice. New Jersey won at Buffalo 5-3. Carolina won its fourth straight in beating Dallas 4-3 in a shootout. Florida edged Detroit 3-2. Chicago topped Columbus 3-1. Kevin Hayes won it in overtime with his fifth goal of the season as Philadelphia topped the Islanders 4-3. St. Louis skated in Anaheim, came away with a 4-1 win. Jonas Brodin's goal 18 seconds into overtime lifted Minnesota over Colorado 4-3. James Neal lit the lamp twice as Edmonton exploded for 5 first-period goals en route to an 8-5 win over Ottawa. NHL scheduled today. Penguins skate in New York. The Bruins are in Washington. Lightning hosts Predators. Vancouver skates in Montreal. The Jets and Flames dropped the puck just a few moments ago. Golden Knights still have COVID problems in their program, so their game with San Jose has been postponed. Well, speaking with local athletic directors today, decision deadline day on moving forward with sports here in North Central Washington. Eastmont Athletic Director Russ Waterman says football will start practice February 16th and volleyball and soccer will begin February 22nd. And now, in order for games to take place as scheduled now, our region would have to be bumped up from Phase 1 to Phase 2. Games scheduled to begin February 27th for soccer and volleyball, and then March 4th for football. Waterman says if our region doesn't make the metrics on February 12th, things have to be shifted back a week. The only caveat is that cross country and swim and dive are approved for competition still in Phase 1. So, keeping a tab on that for you as well. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And finally tonight, Wenatchee's newest grocery store opened this morning at Valley North Shopping Center to a packed house. Winco is an employee-owned warehouse-type grocery store. The Wenatchee store is 89,500 square feet, and the company says they've spent about $6 million converting the former Shopco building. The new grocery store will be open until midnight tonight and then 24 hours a day beginning on Tuesday. A new store also opened in Bend, Oregon today, and Winco says they will soon open 2 more stores in Montana. Now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you very much, Grant. On Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, my guests will be Brittany Moore and Penny Peterson, and we're previewing what's happening on Wednesday, February 3rd, which is National Missing Persons Day. Just in this state of Washington alone, there are over 700 people who are officially listed by law enforcement as missing, and Brittany and Penny have a personal story to pass along with you. We'll talk about that with those 2 lovely young ladies tomorrow, plus everything else you need to start your Tuesday live and local with Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. And I'm Dan Kuntz. We hope to see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. We'll be watching. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
When Mike leaves town, it's a little scary. You never know who might be outside. But we feel safer inside knowing our home is being monitored by a local company. I can check our alarm from just about anywhere, so when we get home, I know it's safe.
Protect your family and save money with a local company. Switch your current security monitoring to Guardian Services from LocalTel. Call Guardian Security from LocalTel now or visit localtel.net to learn more.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellingson here from Live It Up. Join us every week as we answer your questions on health, wealth, and relationships.
We're all about you creating a life that you love, so tune in to Live It Up.